Hey, happy Talk It Up Tuesday. This is Michael Damon Campbell here from We Merge Media on behalf of Be Well Magazine to bring you Talk It Up Tuesday. It's June. We're halfway through the year. We are halfway through the year, halfway through 2023. I can't believe how fast everything is going. But we're going to keep this show moving and continuing on and coming back to you every Tuesday to share some news about what's going on within the Be Well community. Today, I'm going to be in the studio by our co host, who's always here with me, Amani Ray. I'm going to bring you up to the stage. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Long, productive
Awesome.
day. I had my coffee, so I'm good. Y'all know I'm usually tired right now, but I got a little bit of energy.
Nice, nice, nice. So, welcome to Talk It Up Tuesday, everybody. We are going to be here today to share a number of updates with you to let you know what's going on in the Be Well community. We also have a special guest who is here with us from National University, who we're going to introduce to you because she has a campaign going on, and I'll have Amani talk a little bit more about that and introduce her when we get to that segment of the show. Help us make sure that you can hear us and you can see us. Go ahead and let us know where you're listening from. Let us know what you got for dinner tonight. I'm curious what y'all got going for dinner tonight. I got some. I'm trying to make some like a chicken penne pasta casserole. Is what I'm trying to do right now. So I only have a can of cream of chicken, and I got a bunch of vegetables. I got the chicken and the pasta, and some chicken broth. I don't know what else needs to go in there, but I'm gonna see what I can make that taste like and see how it comes out.
That's one of them make a way out of no way dishes right there. Not a
Yeah,
casserole.
I'm calling it a casserole, but I'm gonna just say it's like a pasta dish. It ain't gonna be in a casserole dish.
That sounds better. That sounds better.
Was that a little too back in the day for you, Amani?
I'm judging the casserole. I probably ain't seen one of those since like watching Everybody Hates Chris back in the day or something. You
I
know,
was trying to make it sound fancy.
I don't know if you was going in the right direction for fancy.
That's funny. That's funny. So, what you got going on the menu tonight? Are you eating tonight?
Yeah, I'm. It's funny you asked if I ate it tonight because I should be having sleep for dinner. But
Hey,
I'm gonna grill me some chicken. I literally wrote on my schedule tonight to go outside and put this chicken on the grill. So I'm gonna do
you
that.
be grilling. You
Yeah,
be grilling.
yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. That's good to hear. Who out there eating? Wendy Campbell is here. Wendy, thank you for tuning in from Arizona. What you having tonight? Tacos and thank you for the reminder. I got to make some margaritas too. Tacos and margaritas. Are you cooking or are you going out? That sounds like you going out. Let me know. Let me know. It is Taco Tuesday too. So
It is. You making casserole?
I know that was a bad move. That sounds horrible now. Carmen is out there. Welcome back to Arizona. Hey, how you doing? What you got on the menu tonight? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what's on the menu for you tonight. So let's go ahead and get started with our show. Wendy says she's going out. Cool, cool, cool. All right, everybody. So thank you for tuning in today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get our guest to come up on the stage with us because I want to make sure that we give her some time to introduce herself, talk a little bit more about what she has going on. Amani has been working with her, so I'm going to turn the mic over to Amani so that you can tell us a little bit about our guest, and then we'll bring her up on the stage.
Perfect, perfect. I'm really excited for y'all to get more information about what we're doing with Natural E University and the amazing, amazing participants who come from our community and our program. And I'm excited to introduce you all to Elena. This young lady reached out to me on Instagram a while back, took the initiative looking for support and growing her business, taking her business to the next level. And a lot of times we wait around, for the right person or the right opportunity to come our way. But I give her so much credit for taking that initiative and reaching out. Not, I don't think we had ever met prior to this, and she just, stepped out on faith and said, I'm gonna reach out, ask for some support. And at the time, I was just getting started with offering coaching. I had been doing things behind the scenes, but thanks to Bond to Build and Michael Demond, I was able to build out my coaching community and space right in time for when she reached out to me. So it was really, really amazing to have her a part of that initial cohort of students who joined us at Natural E University. When I tell you this young lady showed up excited, motivated, and ready to learn every week for our coaching sessions, and has really diligently been working to build her brand, has been connecting with all the right people and the right resources to take her business to the next level. So I'm excited for y'all to meet her, learn more about her, and ultimately step up and support her. I'm big on community because that's what I had as my support as I walked into entrepreneurship and just all of the work I've been able to do. And so I'm creating a community of young people who get that access to community and opportunities for support. So without further ado, I really want to make sure we give Elena all the time we possibly can to share with you all what she has going on.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and grateful for the opportunity to talk and share with you all today. Yeah, so I suppose a little bit about me. As Imani said, I'm a part of her Natural E University cohort. And I'm really happy that I, like she said, took that initiative to reach out because I have a really good understanding of, like, if you want to accomplish certain things, it's important to reach out and get that help because there's only so much you can do by yourself. So I knew, like, taking that initiative to reach out was very important to me. And so a little bit about my business. I started Afiana Apparel, my business, about over a year ago. And it was very spontaneous that I decided to do it. It's really started with the thought process of wanting to create something that represents creating something that can promote the strong Black women in our lives because of how much I love and appreciate my mom. Like, even the name Afiana Apparel is a combination of our middle name, which is Afi, and then her first name, which is Ayana. So
Didn't know that. I learned something new.
So it's like very like embedded, and like the very first t-shirt design I made is like daughter of a strong Black woman, because that's kind of like where my passion to start my business stems from. And I just want to give other people the opportunity to like express through their style, like the love and gratitude that they have for those women, those Black women in their lives, no matter what that relationship is, whether it is their mother or their sister, their best friend, whatever relationship that is. It's like really important to me to give them the opportunity, and like building that sense of community. Like, community is very important to me. I'm still in the process of creating mine, and I'm very grateful for every opportunity I have to connect with new individuals and like just have that opportunity to connect and share, and things like that is very important to me. And I am, as was just shown, I launched a Kickstarter over a month ago. The last day of the Kickstarter is actually this Thursday, the 8th. And my goal with that is to just raise the funds that I can use to get inventory so I can get it in storefronts so that it can reach more individuals outside of just being primarily on the internet, which it is currently. So that is my hope, to use those funds, and so that I can more so just have that sense of community and connection with more people, reach people in more ways, is my hope.
I love it. I love it. I have a few questions for you, putting you on the spot. So, when you think about your entrepreneurial journey, and you said you kind of started spontaneously last year, what was it like, other than your relationship with your mom, that kind of inspired the message behind your brand? What was it in that moment that made you think, like, I'm doing this, I'm putting it out there, I believe in myself and my ability to create this, this community around this positive message of strong Black women?
Yeah, for sure. So coming into college, because I'm currently in college, I'm studying marketing, I knew entrepreneurship is something I wanted to pursue, and the thought of maybe creating a business is something I knew I potentially want to do while in college. But of course, juggling those things isn't necessarily easy. But in that moment, I was in my winter break from college, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know, I just had a strong desire to create something. So I was looking into different things of like different like business models and things like that. And then more so, as I said, it started with the idea, and then I just had to figure out what would be more so like the vessel of communicating that idea. And I went towards the idea of like t-shirts because well, although I have t-shirts is where I started off with, although I have long sleeve shirts and sweaters, and I look forward to expanding what I offer. But it started with t-shirts, and because people use like their style to like communicate like kind of who they are, like the types of things you wear, like whether it's your like favorite movie or sports team or like a certain type of movement, like people communicate that through their style. So I wanted to create that opportunity for it to be focused on Black women and having these sayings that are focused on that. As I said, like daughter of strong Black woman, I have sister of strong Black women or women, and I have like they mostly have like the same sentiment overall. And then I have some of my pieces are focused on like self-appreciation, because I think that it's important to also have that self-love and self-expression as well. So I wanted to add that component into my business and have that opportunity with that as well. But okay.
That's perfect. Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I love how you committed to your own story and your own vision, and what you believe for yourself, like representing strong Black women, representing who your mom has been for you in your life. It's so often that people create these businesses and come up with these ideas, and they don't have a strong message. They're just doing it for the sake of starting a business, because that's the cool thing to do in some people's eyes. But I'm really, really proud of you for having such a strong foundation in your messaging and reasoning behind your brand. I have one more question. Why do you think that it's important for people in the community, especially older adults, to support young adults like you? So when you think about your journey from not even just starting your business, when you think about being in school and all the resources that exist there, why do you think that it's important for us to continue to support young adults? Why do y'all need support from the community?
Yeah, I would say it's important to get that support, because I feel as young adults, we may not know necessarily where to look. Like, so if it's more so like prominently available and reaching out to young adults that are pursuing entrepreneurship, I think that can be very helpful, because not everyone knows where to go or knows who to ask and things like that. So having those resources readily available is very helpful, and like just having it like in your face is very important. So I know it's been very helpful. Like just attending college has been helpful. I've had a lot of amazing resources there, and I've been able to connect to a lot of different people there that have connected me to other individuals. And I don't know if I told you this, but I did learn about you through like a staff member from the Lube Bar Entrepreneurship Center at UW Milwaukee. So that's how I was able to reach out to you. They said, you should reach out to Imani. And so I reached out to you. And if I didn't go there, then I wouldn't have like known about you and things like that. So it's more so about connections and like attending things maybe you don't normally do and things like that has been very helpful for me. I've honestly, like nearly every event I've attended with a purpose and an intention, I've gained something out of, and it's been very beneficial to me. Like I love when I get to meet new people and truly gain something from it because of the intention I put out to it. So yeah, it's been getting those resources and having those connections are very important.
I love that. I never knew that story. Yeah, that is really cool to know that, people are connecting students, especially at UWM, with the right resources. And I love that you're getting exposed to the power of networking at such an early age. I think that's very, very important. And just being able to recognize what you need and ask for that help, that's a very important skill to have as an entrepreneur. And y'all, Elena is really humble. She also didn't mention, I'm not going to say too much because this is something we're still talking through in the university, but she not only is seeking opportunities to support her own vision and her business and what she's doing, but she's willing to create those same opportunities to support young people and students at her school. I'll let her talk more about that if I know that's still in the works, but I'm really proud of her for not stopping at herself and getting the resources she needs. She's providing community and opportunities for her peers to get support as well. And that's what I hope to inspire through Natural E University. The impact that we want to make is so much bigger than ourselves, and it's so important to pay it forward and support other people. So Elena, if you want to share a little bit about what you're doing on campus, that would be awesome. And then I'll stop bothering you with unexpected questions.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I would love to talk about the organization I'm starting. So it's called Minority Women in Entrepreneurship. And I thought of the concept of this organization last spring. Last spring? Yes, I believe so. And basically, the organization is focused on helping and supporting women or female identified individuals who are pursuing entrepreneurship or have a strong interest in entrepreneurship. And my goal is to just build that sense of community and provide those opportunities to get connected with resources, whether including on campus as well as in the community is very important to me, and just giving those opportunities to build those skill sets. So we are officially a go for next semester. Right now, this summer is me planning events and again, gaining those connections. So I'm really happy that I'm working towards that. I'm actually the biggest event we have in the works is a mentor mixer, which I think will be very, very beneficial. And I'm looking forward to it, partnering with some of the mentoring programs on campus. And I'm just looking to connect people because I think having a mentor is very important. One mentor or more mentors are very important to give you that insight that they have that you might not be able to get anywhere else. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish with that event and other events that I'm having, just giving those opportunities to really reflect on what it means to be an entrepreneur, what it takes and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to launching it. I am entering my senior year of college. So it will be this next year will be me working on establishing this organization that is very, very important to me. And I'm looking forward to just seeing it thrive because that's the intention. So
I love it. Look at that mindset. You are ready for success and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Congratulations. I'm super excited to hear that it's in the works and it's going to happen next semester. So thank you all so much for listening to Elena and hearing about her amazing business and the amazing things she has going on. Y'all be sure to connect. I know you can follow her on Instagram. I think that's the name of your Instagram right there, right? Afiana Apparel, right under your name.
Yeah.
And then the Kickstarter link, I don't know if we'll be able to put that in the
Yeah, I added it to the comments on all the different places that we're streaming. So the Kickstarter link is there. And I want to say one more thing before we go to once you're done, Imani.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I was just thanking everyone for listening in on that portion of the show.
Yeah. So before we go, just talking about the power of community, tapping into resources. This was, I think, maybe 3 weeks ago, Elena showed up to one of our coaching sessions that we do in the Bonds Build community. And, she came and talked to Imani and I and told us what she had going on. And we told her about an event that was happening the very next day. I think it was the very next day, right? Yeah, the very next day. So Imani went to this event. It was hosted by the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce. It was a full day, I think it was 8 to 5, or it was quite a long day, but Elena showed up. And today I'm in my inbox, and I'm just going through my messages and I see that Elena got featured inside of the newsletter for the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce. So I just thought that was pretty cool that, she heard about, she came to the coaching session, she got the information, and she showed up the next day on a short moment's notice, and it ended up creating an opportunity for her to be featured in their list. They have a pretty huge list. They're working on getting 3,000 business owners positioned so that they can be successful in their business. And I'm just scrolling through and reading the news, and there's Elena. So I just thought that was a cool full circle moment from the time that I originally met Elena, to see that, oh, she jumped on it, took advantage of the resources and the connections, and it ends up producing some fruit for her. So how does that feel for you? Is that your first time kind of having that kind of feature like that?
It is definitely the first time having like that big of a feature, and I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to go to the event. As you mentioned, I'm very happy that I attended that coaching session that day so that you all could tell me about the opportunity and that I was able to go and get that connection. I'm very happy and grateful for that. So yeah, I think that just like emphasizes the importance of like going for opportunities when they're presented to you, especially when it feels right. Just go for it, because you never know like what it could lead to. So I'm very happy and grateful.
That's
Awesome.
good advice. I love it. I love it.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today. We'll look forward to watching your success and seeing you in the future coaching sessions. And don't forget, everybody, to check that link down there so that you can support Elena's campaign. You have 8 more days left, right? 7, 8 more days.
We have, well, it's the 8th. It's my
8th.
last day, actually.
Okay. So y'all got 2 days to help Elena reach her goal. So let's do that. Let's help Elena reach her goal. Okay. All right, Elena, thank you for joining us in the studio today.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. All right, everybody. So we still have a couple more things that we have to share with you. I also want to just have Amani say a little bit about her Naturally University and a sponsorship opportunity to help sponsor young adults like Elena. Elena is a perfect example of someone who has the drive and the initiative, who's looking for some support, looking for some direction and resources. You see that she took advantage of it, and it ended up giving her some exposure through the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce. So there's tons of young adults like that who are looking for opportunities to be supported, but they are early in their adulthood. They're establishing income, establishing jobs, and they need some help. So if you're somebody who can be a sponsor, I want Amani just to take a little time to talk about being a sponsor to sponsor a young adult like Elena in Naturally University.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mike, for sharing that. For those of you who are tuning in or maybe going to watch this later, who knew me at my very early stages of figuring life out, know that the community has been my main source of support, including my parents, my family. I just feel like I have this huge community wrapped around me, and I wouldn't be who I am today without that. And I feel like it's my duty to pay that type of support forward by creating a community and space for us to wrap our arms around these young adults who need guidance, who need support, who are trying to figure themselves out in this season of their life. And so that's why I created Natural E University. For those of you who've been following the journey, you know I started Naturally Beautiful in 2014 when I was in high school. And then I transitioned and did a rebrand to Natural E. And I've been adamant about making it clear that Natural E is not just about t-shirts. We have the capacity, and we have the power with our community to build a space that is safe and supportive for these young adults. So that's why I created Naturally University. And as I started this journey with creating this community, I realized that young adults want access to this space, but they don't have the financial resources to join the community. So that's when I reached out. I'm like, okay, I need to get sponsors. And I was offering it for free at first. I was completely offering it for free. And then I realized that's not sustainable for me because I still have to pay all the fees to keep the business alive. And so that's, like I said, I reached out for sponsors and requested support financially so that these young people can get what they need to be able to access the space and get started on their self-discovery journey, and just really take their personal development seriously. We have some amazing young people who just enrolled in the space. Young people I've known in different capacities over the years, and to know that this is a space that they want to be a part of, and know how amazing they've already been up until this point, and knowing that they trust our university to be the space for them to come and get the resources that they need to take their, their personal growth to the next level. I'm really excited. I can't wait for y'all to see their growth and transformation. If only y'all could have saw Elena from day one until today. I'm just extremely, extremely proud. She just continues to get better and better at being able to promote her business, promote who she is and what she's doing. Is just absolutely amazing to watch. And I can only think back on how my mentors felt as they were able to support me and help me grow. I literally have the responsibility here as my calling and my purpose here on this earth is to serve young people the same way that I was served as a young adult. So if y'all are interested in supporting in any capacity, whether that's being a sponsor, coming in to be a guest speaker, being a mentor for the young people in the space, please connect with me and let's make it happen. Let's make sure these young people have what they need.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Amani. And I'm glad that you created that opportunity. I'm happy to host it on Bond to Build. And for all of the adults out there, if you can reach out to Amani, you can also go to the website, iamnatural-e.com, to be able to sign up as a sponsor, or you can reach out directly to Amani to let her know how you can support. If you want to be a coach, or maybe you want to sponsor another young adult and pay for their first year so that they can get into the program and just do amazing things to get access to the resources that they need. So I'm going to play a real quick video. I know you have a video on there real quick. Is it okay if I play that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want to also indicate that this program is completely virtual. I wanted to take away any limitations. I know most of the programs I was a part of as a young adult required to be in person, and that's no problem with the in-person programming. But during the pandemic, I realized that we can achieve a lot virtually. And so I wanted this space to be accessible. We have students who are in different states around the country. If you take a look at our website, I want this program to be accessible to any young person who needs this support with their personal development. So I wanted to make sure you all knew this is virtual, and we're going to do a wrap-up retreat. We have to figure out, I'm still figuring out the location, but I am going to do a retreat in person for people to come together.
That's going to be amazing. And I see that Willie Spears is saying that he's going to reach out so he can support. So that is awesome. It's probably good to see people watching and wanting to jump in and lend a hand. So thank you for that, Will. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video on your website real quick so people can have a little bit more information about the program, and we'll wrap up. You got sound, right?
It feels like I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going up. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going. I get to it off the runway. Different incomes, not one way. Living life on a one way. I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way away.
Awesome. That's a good job, Lonnie. Okay, this is my first time watching the video, so I'm watching it with y'all for the first time too. I love that.
Premiere live. I think that's everybody's first.
Yeah, I saw it here first.
Yes.
Awesome. So before we close out this episode of Talk It Up Tuesday, we have a couple more updates we need to remind you of. Number one, in just a couple of weeks, we're going to be going to San Diego for the Revival on the Water retreat in beautiful San Diego. It's a weekend retreat hosted by Dr. K, who was just on the show a couple of weeks ago. Created this opportunity for women to just take a break. She works with high impact women entrepreneurs who spend a lot of time in leadership roles, investing in other people. And she created this opportunity for women to be able to take a moment to reset, relax, recharge, and rejuvenate in the beautiful San Diego. So there's an island out there called the Paradise Resort and Spa. Dr. K has been planning this out for the past few months, And it's coming together beautifully, and we would just love to see you there. Amani will be there. I'll be there. Carmen will be there. Dr. K will be there. So you'll see some of the familiar faces there. You can go to BeWellMagazines.com and you'll see it right there on our events tab. There is a day pass, or if you're somebody who's in California and you want to come for the day on Saturday, you'll see an option to have a day pass, or you can get the full weekend experience. So just go to BeWellMagazines.com and you'll see that there. And then last but not least, I want to let you know about a workshop that I'm hosting. It's actually a boot camp. And I am going to let y'all know that if you have something in your business that you want to bring some people around, you're trying to figure out how can I add some value to my community, teach people something that I know that they need, how can I formulate that? Amani, she probably wouldn't tell y'all about it, but I'm going to tell y'all about it. She has a boot camp blueprint, which is also something that I use to put together this boot camp that I'm going to be hosting at the end of the month. So I'm hosting the Email Evolution Bootcamp that I worked with Amani to put this together, because what I'm finding as I'm talking to clients and I'm talking to people is that many of them are invested a lot of time in social media over the past few years and are wondering, like, why is my business not growing? Why am I not generating more revenue? Like, what's going on? And, you know, when I take a look at their funnels and I see how things are running, I'm realizing that people are spending a lot of time and energy trying to get the likes, but not enough time and energy getting people's email addresses so they can actually build a relationship with them and do business with them. So I'm going to be hosting the Email Evolution Bootcamp at the end of the month. This is going to be a virtual experience. I'll just pull up real quick just to show you a little bit about it so I can talk to you about it. If you are interested, just go ahead and comment Email Evolution down below and I'll get in touch with you and give you the information that you need for that. You can also go to WeMergeMedia.com. We'll have a registration right on there. But it's called the Email Evolution Bootcamp. And we're putting this together because 6% of customers say that they made a purchase as a result of a marketing email that they got. If you have a great message that resonates with a person who has a strong need for something that you offer, email is going to be one of the best ways that you can get that in front of them. Social media is good to be able to create the awareness and get the interest and put your things that you do out there to a wide audience. But eventually you want to get them off those platforms into your email list so that you can then develop that relationship with them. And this is one of the reasons why. So I'm going to be teaching you in the Email Evolution Bootcamp how to use Constant Contact to support lead generation and how to build profitable partnerships with people that you see as your target audience who have a strong need for what it is that you have to offer. This is going to be virtual, taking place June 26th through June 30th. It's an intensive 5-day. I'm spending a lot of time with you. We have 2-hour blocks scheduled for each day, but I'm going to take you through everything that you need from start to finish. So if you're somebody who's been hesitating about starting your email marketing strategy, you don't have systems in place, you're not quite sure which direction to go, this is going to be for you. I'm going to offer live coaching for 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, from the 26th to the 30th. All those sessions are going to be recorded, and we're going to walk you through everything from getting your account set up to build your funnel so that you can make sure that you have a way for people to join your email list. We're going to help you create your lead generation offer so that people want to give you their email list. So we're going to go through the full experience. So make sure you just comment down below Email Evolution, and I'll get in touch with you, and I'll get that information over to you. Okay. Awesome. Anything in closing? I know we had a packed show today, didn't we?
So I'm just ready for that Email Evolution Bootcamp because I know that's going to help me take it to the next level. And I'm looking forward to being able to promote that on my socials as well. And just create some content to promote it because people really do not realize the benefit that it can be, not only to bring those customers from or bring people from liking your post to actually joining your email list and becoming actual customers. Like that funnel is so important. The way you have it set up, like people can be going through the same thing over and over year after year. I've been in business for 9 years. And if I would have known the first 5 years the value of email, I probably would be 10 steps ahead. But I'm just now learning it. And I've had situations where I put out an email blast and I wake up to someone spent $300 on my website. So I'm a living testament of it works. And I know it's a lot more levels and layers to it that I can learn. So Email Evolution Bootcamp, sign me up. I'm ready.
Awesome. So we will see you there, people. Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode of Talk It Up Tuesday. We'll be back with you next week. And then don't forget, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the captions or in the comments down below. We always check the replay. We would look forward to following up with you. Wendy, thank you for being our regular. We're going to give Wendy an award or something, because I bet you Wendy has the most views. And like, who's our top guest? I'm sure it would say Wendy. Love Wendy's support. Thank you for joining us for that. So, all right, everybody, have a good one. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.